Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. I make game dev, pixel art, and music videos, and in this video I'm going to introduce all of the resources that I'm using as a beginner pixel artist to share with you the best resources that I've found as a beginner. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do want to share all the resources that I'm using so that you can either follow along with my pixel art journey or use them yourself and share your own resources in the comments as well, so we can pull together all of the best resources online and offline to learn pixel art so that we can all improve our skills. So a bit of my motivation about wanting to get into pixel art is because I like the aesthetic. I find that there's Western and Korean and Japanese game aesthetics that heavily rely on retro pixel art, and I'm a big fan of them. As you can see, I have like pixel art Divoom products as well. I have the Pixu sling bag as well. It's not turned on yet. I might make a video in the future of it, but it displays pixel art here. So I like pixel art wearables as well. Anyway, this video is about resources, so let's dive in straight away. So the first thing is pixel art apps. So I use majority iPad, but there are also some PC programs. So the ones I'm using for iPad or iOS in particular are Pixaki Pro and an app called Pixquare. I feel like Pixaki Pro has some multiple version iterations. I think the one that they're up to now is number 4, and it can handle animation, it can handle pixel art. It was recommended in one of the courses I'm following. I've used it a little bit and it was quite easy to use. It does have a paid version and a free version, so you can download both to try, and if you like it, you can pay for it. I will probably leave a more in-depth review of Pixaki in the future once I've used it a lot more, but for now I feel like it's a really good option. And if you're looking for another pixel art app that is free, I don't know if this one actually has a paid version, but Pixquare, I think it's a little bit newer. It's really easy to use. The interface is also very retro looking, so it's very on brand for pixel art enthusiasts and retro art lovers. It was just really easy to use. If I had to compare Pixaki and Pixelsquare, they're both actually very different in the way that they operate. So just pick the one that you like most. I think they're both fully functional. I will update as I go along on my pixel art journey and let you know if I ditched one for the other or learned how to use both and just kept with them. So if you're not on iOS or iPhone, there is also a PC program called Asesprite. It's Aesprite. I'll leave a link in the description below, along with all of the other apps, websites, and links that I talk about in this video. I haven't used this one yet, but a lot of the courses I'm taking also heavily use Asesprite by the looks of it. It has a lot of features as well. I feel like for game developers in particular, it's probably the best option to use. Doesn't necessarily mean you can't use the iOS apps in conjunction with Asesprite. It's probably just which do you want to learn, which platform are you more comfortable to create on. Is it a tablet? Is it a phone? Is it your MacBook? Is it your PC? Obviously you have to take these things into consideration, but as a pixel artist beginner, I'm going to purchase Asesprite. I think it's like $20 or something like that, and it comes with a free trial, I assume, so give that one a shot too. Next, I wanted to briefly touch on other YouTube channels that I've found of pixel artists. When I did a YouTube search for pixel art, I found some channels that had 1 or 2 videos here and there about pixel art, but I want to share with you the ones that fully about pixel art, at least 80% plus. So the first ones that I found that looked useful for me are one called Brandon James Greer. I think he is an indie game developer, and his videos are all about pixel art, so there is a huge library and resource of tips and tricks, and you can see his aesthetic and see if it vibes with you, so you can follow along their journey as well. And then I found another channel called Pixel Overload, which is definitely on brand for pixel artists. Almost all of their videos were pixel art as well, so if you need some more visual help for somebody that's further along in their journey with pixel art, you can go over to their channel as well. And then another channel called Noisy Blue. At was at Black Noisy Blue, but their channel name just says Noisy Blue. Their art was also very interesting and aesthetic, so if you like sort of more cutesy style pastel colors for your pixel art, definitely go check their channel out as well. So those are the 3 channels that I'm going to be heavily leaning on. In a future video, I might introduce some Korean and Japanese channels that I watch as well, but for this video I wanted to keep it in English resources. Next, I wanted to briefly touch on books. So at the moment, I only have one pixel art book, which is called Pixel Logic, a guide to pixel art, and it is written by Michael, I forgot his last name. I'll put it in the description below as well as a link to it, and you can check it out for yourself. It's quite in-depth. It goes into detail about all of the mistakes that you can make, all of the tips and tricks that the author has learned through working in the industry and working as a pixel artist, so you don't have to make all of the mistakes that I will probably make when I am going along on my pixel art journey as well. So definitely, if you're into books and you have the resources to purchase them, check out Pixel Logic. The next resource I also use is Pinterest. So sometimes if you just type like pixel art plus another keyword or pixel art guides into Pinterest, there are tons of infographics that pop up. Have a look through them and then maybe click onto them and see if they're attached to a YouTube channel or a blog or something like that. Perhaps an Instagram handle, so you can find even more pixel artists out in the wild wild that are making tutorials and resources. I feel like the pixel art community is very cohesive, at least by the looks of it, and everybody is sharing their knowledge as they get to a certain level. So I would think that Pinterest will continue to be a great platform to find new pixel artists who are making tutorials. And yeah, they're just sort of like easy guides, one-pager, infographic type things about how to render certain things in pixel art. So those are really useful as well. The next is the Reddit subreddit called Pixel Art, r/pixel art. It's really good. It has a gallery of all pixel art that has been uploaded to the subreddit, and it's really fun to look through what people have made. There's people that post pixel art animations as well. There's a whole wealth of forum type posts and resources about other people learning pixel art. You can probably post your own and ask questions, get help, find other people that are making pixel art, and just find a sense of community and access to a lot more links. And then next up, I wanted to talk about Discord servers as well. So these I actually found through the subreddit for pixel art. And the first Discord server is Lospec, which is also a really useful website as well. The Lospec Discord and website have color palettes and other tutorials for pixel artists. Discord has a huge community of other pixel artists that are learning and sharing all of their work. You can ask questions there, you can upload your own things and get feedback. It just seems like a very cohesive and sort of large community as well on their website and Discord server as well. So if you're looking for a community of pixel artists or a hub of resources, definitely go check out the Lospec Discord server. Next is another Discord server called Pixel Art Discord with in brackets PAD. So this is another large Discord server that is similar to the Lospec one, but probably less attached to the website and more just like a community of pixel artists in general that aren't necessarily focused around one particular website, right? This one was also advertised on the subreddit Pixel Art, so go check that out as well if you're looking for a community. I know I am. It's very overwhelming to learn pixel art from scratch. It's fun, it's retro, it's aesthetic, it's good for indie game developers specifically because it is low budget and also it just has a cool feel to it, I believe anyway. So definitely check those Discord servers out if you're looking for a community. Yeah, that's my intro of all of the resources that I'm using as a beginner pixel artist. Let me know if you found this useful. What kind of resources would you like to see? Do you have any others that I didn't mention that you found really helpful that you would like to share? Please leave them in the comments and like and subscribe if you found this useful at all. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions. Would you like to see more resource tutorials for pixel art like this? Would you like to see examples of pixel art as I go along my journey? I'm very interested in sharing all aspects of learning because it's fun for me. I like to document resources as well and help spread information so that we can all have the best access to the best tools and get our pixel art hobbies or careers started. Follow along. I am also working behind the scenes on developing an indie game as well and learning how to do music specifically for the game as well, but also learning odd random instruments like automaton up here and also an ocarina somewhere off camera on my desk. Subscribe if you want to see that as well. But yeah, hopefully in 2 to 3 years I'll have some game launched or something tangible and a portfolio of pixel art built up by then, and also I'll share more tutorials and my progress as I go along and develop my skills as a pixel artist. So thank you for watching this far. I hope you have a good day and you have a good journey with your pixel art. Love you besties. Bye!